Well, good morning, friends. And you can hear the chickens. I wanted to show you out here. I have closed in the coop almost in its entirety, with the exception of the run. We did a little tarp on top of it to kind of give them some shelter for their feed and water and that. And I did get my heated buckets. I ordered them and received them, so they're in the coop as well. Take a look at them in there. The only part open is this part right here, the little wire part. And when I do my windows, I got plastic for my windows. I'm going to give them a clear plastic covering there so that they'll still have light in there. It'll almost be like a sunroom, so to speak. But anyway, and there's my hay. Or my straw. I got a big old tarp on that. I've got 15 bales of straw, and that'll last me for a little while. But I like keeping lots of straw, as you can see in there. And you'll see a closer look. We're going to go over here because I made them some popcorn and pears for a snack. I like to take good care of them. I spoil them a little bit. So here we go. We'll show you. Okay, friends, there's our two nice water buckets. The small one's for the chicken and the big one's for the ducks. And there's their feed trough. I got their feed in the end. But see, we just rigged up a little bit of tarp here just so that they would have a little bit of covering over it. Anyway, you can see their coop. It's not covered on top. I just got the tarps around just to help, cut the wind down in here. But we're going to give them all this popcorn and pears, and I got some tortilla chips in there. And they'll love that. Oh boy, they're in their glory. My chickens love popcorn. I don't butter it or put any salt or spices or nothing like that. It's just plain popcorn, and they absolutely love it. They've got some pears in there and some old stale Doritos and a few corn chips in there with it. But that's their treat. A little bit of fruit and popcorn and some yum-yums. But they're doing good and they're looking real healthy. And their coop, I'm glad this is all closed in because we get some brutal winters where we are. But at least, the snow coming down, it'll get snowy in here, no doubt about it. But at least the wind won't be blowing on them so bad. And then when it fills up with snow, that's why I've got all the straw, so that I can just simply, throw a bale of straw in here. I put this bale of straw in here yesterday. And I just said it. Look at straw everywhere. Even by my feet, everywhere. There's not any place in here where there's no straw. I threw a bale in here and just untied it, cut the ties on it, and just left it set. And they have literally spread it all over. I did the same in their coop. So they're doing really, really good. I'm going to get some more wood chips. Not wood chips. Not sawdust. I call them wood chips from my hardware. And I use the deep litter method in their coop part. So I'm going to be getting some more of that and adding to that. There's some already in there with straw. But aren't they fun? They all look so good and healthy. And there's Mr. Duck. He's sitting by Quackers. Mr. Green Jeans. Got his little tail just a wagging. He's a little bold with the hens. I don't know. He kind of like he's the boss or something, and he tends to shove them out of his way. And the other one the other day, he pecked her right in the rear end. And he gets his way in there though, which I'm glad. I was afraid he would be hiding. He doesn't like the rooster, but I was afraid he would be hiding, and not mixing and mingling. But he's doing real good. And Mr. Rooster over there, he's behaving quite well. And she almost looks like a rooster with that big old crown she's got. And it's my white one. It's flopped right over on her head. It's hilarious. She's so cute. See that big old crown? She's doing good. They all are. And the black and white ones in the back, those were the babies I got from Dave. So they're all doing good. And they're laying now too. So they're full grown. See her? She's beautiful. They were just little babies when I got them from my friend. And I started out with 10 of them. But I think it was an eagle or a hawk or something. I wound up with 4. And I still got all 4 of them. I got 2 Jersey Giants and 2 of the black and white ones from that. And then I traded the white one there. See her? I traded 2 of my Buff Orpingtons for her and another Jersey Giant. And I only traded them because my friend said that his rooster was just beating on her terribly. And her little crown was all, you know, scarred up, and she was just a hot mess. And he was afraid that the rooster was going to kill her. So I made an even trade. I traded 2 of my Buff Orpingtons for her and another Jersey Giant. And their names are Black Betty, the Jersey Giant's Black Betty, and her name is Betty White. So I just kept those names. That's what he named them, and that's what I kept. And they do hang around each other quite a bit. They're together quite a bit. But they have really done well, you know, with the new flock. They've really done well. They get along with all the chickens. There's no fighting. There was that for maybe the first couple days. They would chest bump, you know. I think they were just determining their pecking order. But otherwise, they've done real good, and I'm pleased. Their coop is looking good. It's all set now. We're all set for the winter. And their water buckets here, they were a little pricey, but they are heated. So, and you can see the cord on the other one. They are heated, so in the middle of the winter, their water won't be froze. So they'll always have fresh water out here. And then all I have to do is come out and, you know, fill it daily. So they always get fresh water. And their feed trough, that holds about 50 pounds of feed, so that's a good thing. With this many chickens, I like that. Then they're free to eat, but they're huge. I might be feeding them too much, friends. Because my neighbor, oh, I had to get after her. She said, oh, look at the drumsticks on that girl. Oh, don't you look at the drumsticks on that baby. She's not going nowhere. They're not my pets, but I'm not butchering them. They're my girls. They give me eggs, and they're good. And we got our greenhouse all tarped up. We put boards in there, 2x4s, to sturdy up the frame. And then we just covered it with a tarp. Now, the green tarp is still on there because, of course, that tarp is shot. And I have to order a new one this year before spring, which I will do. But that's all done. That's all buttoned up. And then in here, we'll see what's going on. Oh, look, we got all kinds of eggs in there. Well, we're going to go gather them. What you doing, girls? What you doing, girls? See, in here, it's nice and it's beautiful in here. All this straw all over, I put it in there and they spread it all around. I got 8 eggs. That's not bad. 8 nice eggs. I usually get about a dozen a day, and it's still early morning, so. So there, friends. That's the chicken coop. And it looks good. And that little front piece, listen to the duck. I love it. That little front piece is going to have some clear plastic so that they'll have a little sunroom and they'll get a lot of sunlight in the wintertime. Last winter, I had them all closed in entirely. Even down there, it was all, the black tarping on it. They didn't get a whole lot of light in there. I wasn't as prepared last year as I was this year, but they fared very well through the winter. So, it's brisk out here. It's only like 40 degrees maybe. And all the leaves are pretty much off the trees. You can still see behind me some of the beautiful color. But this is why I like living in Michigan. Spring and fall are my favoriteest time of the year. Spring, when everything is new and budding, and you can go out and start planting and working in your garden. And the fall of the year, right there, friends, all those colors. I love it. And especially when the crimson king trees, the purple maples, they turn this stunning, beautiful red color, burgundy almost. Just gorgeous. I picked up you've seen the video where I picked up the pumpkins. I'm going to take the little ones and the smaller of the big ones, and I'm going to do some canning. So I'm going to can some pumpkin up for the winter. We don't use a whole lot of it, but come holidays, we like to make our homemade pumpkin pies and our pumpkin everything. So we're going to use that. With that, everything's good. I want to show you something. This is going to be a winter project. Look at how rusted up that thing is. It was given to me. My friend Dave gave it to me. So I think I'm going to try and clean that up. But for the meantime, I just had it hanging on this little hook right here. I'm going to see if I can't get that cleaned up and put into my collection. So there you have it, friends. Just a short video today. Just showing you about the chickens and showing you how I did the coop. Today is going to be a busy day because we got the windows to plastic. A few things yet. Everything else is buttoned up and good to go for winter. So now my winter projects start. So you all have a wonderful day, and thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you tomorrow.